6, altimeter 3021.
This is Saturday, May 10th. We got some beans up here. This is the airport, of course, and we're taxiing out for takeoff. Hopefully get you a little movie of the land. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything that's up or not. We'll find out shortly. It's a beautiful day, but we're supposed to get rain again tomorrow. And it certainly is not really dry yet. Okay, you can see the wheat's pretty green. Don't have all the flood water we did last time we was in the air. See a lot of ground worked up and or sprayed. And some of that's planted. It's just small and you can't see it from the air when it's small. Still a little water out. You can see it there in the distance. Amberall River here. See where it's been dug out and straightened some many years ago. Still some flood water. Quite a bit of it, in fact. A lot of wasteland here. It's it's some kind of program for wildlife, ducks or what have you. Right over there is Lawrenceville Vincennes Airport. A lot of old gravel pits up here. A lot of trees died recently. Maybe you can see those. Because of beaver activity, they've built up some dams and flooded a little extra ground. Off in the distance there where you see all the grass waterways. That's some stuff we farm. Coming up on some of our ground here, you can see Effingham Equity, fertilized dealer, seed. And you can see there's still a lot of wet spots in that ground. In fact, I see a couple spots where the water's standing. So not exactly dry here. See the water tower just to our right of that is our bin set up. That field there, you can see the tile streaks in it really well right now. And the planter sitting out front. Probably just not quite dry enough to do anything. Lincoln Trail College there and a prison, correctional facility, rehabilitation unit, whatever you want to call it. All right, look at all the tile streaks. Just right to show up today. This is Marshall, Illinois, interstate, and things don't look any different up here. Still nothing at least big enough to see. A lot of stuff is worked or sprayed. I don't know which.
Traffic. Champ 9855 Yankee over the Lowe's warehouse. Inbound to the land runway.
A lot of stuff not done here either. So it's been wet all over, at least this part of the corn belt. I know a lot of places are pretty well done, but that's not the case here. Looks like more trees, doesn't it, when you're up here? A lot more than you think. And this is the corn belt, Midwest. Paris, Illinois.
Denville traffic, Command Chief 51 Papa, short final runway 3. We have
see all the
06 miles northbound.
Looks nice and flat out there. And it is. It's some really nice land. But still can't see nothing green. Looks like lots of it is at least worked. It may be planted and just can't see it up yet. Don't look any different up here than it does at home. Some more traffic up here. You can see it on the map. One's 700 feet above me and one's 200. So they're pretty close. Pretty good look at the Wabash there with how crooked it is. See, we're getting back a little further south, a lot more trees. You can see those beans. They're up pretty good. This is on the airport in between the runways. Pretty good for what they've been through.
Well, just threw this box on the seat tender. Latch it down. Might as well throw these on so they're not banging around the way up. Head to Rob's this morning. Got a full day of sun yesterday. Sun's out this morning. It's about 6 o'clock. In case I get a wild hair, I'm not sure what I got there about. There's probably 600 some acres up there. Be in the wee hours of the morning if it's even all able to be planted, to get it planted. So I don't know. Just in case, I got what's in the planter plus 4 boxes. That might be enough to do it all, but just in case it's not, Taking one box up there with me. Okay, put in fuel. Finished loading my trailer with pro boxes from up here. I went, drove around it. Dad's already started planting it. Definitely none too dry. Just drove around, see the ones that look a little drier. Start with them, work my way through the ones that are wetter. Yeah, it's not good, but it's gonna be wetter tomorrow. Chances of rain, big chance of rain tomorrow. Chances all week. Another big chance Thursday, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get out there and see what happens. I did go out to St. Louis yesterday. Drove separate from Bethany. She's still out there with the girls at a basketball tournament. Once you got out of our immediate area, I live straight east of St. Louis, but on the Indiana side of Illinois. I saw 0 fields planted between here and there. I know it's drier up north, but it's wet down this way.
We're finally back in the field. I'm planting beans. I'm back up in Crawford County. Back here in a little field, a little hard to get to, getting it out of the way. Is it dry enough? That's a good question. It's dry enough to plant. I'm planting it. It's doing a decent job. 10 days earlier, I would not be out here. But we're pushing it now more than we normally push it. So we're getting something done anyway, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. If it wasn't going to rain tomorrow, I would be out there sitting by the pool. See, it don't look too bad behind me. Still look too close.
Well, we're rolling. It's driest field. It's not hard to tell where the tile lines are. There's one right there. It's a lot drier looking where the tile lines are. You went over there. Pattern tile's pretty nice. I gotta take it out. I'm only planting 1.5 inches, which is as solid as you can do. Got my closing wheels in a little bit. Make sure I'm closing it. Yeah. We're rolling. Tile line. Tile line. Tile line. Not hard to pick them out. At least not from here. I don't know about through the camera, but most part pretty good. Or at least okay. There are going to be some wet spots, so one more day of drying would have been about perfect to start, but I don't think we're going to get it. At least today will be 80 or whatever. It's sunny. Yeah, you can see me better this direction. See all of them as they go there. That pattern tile sure dries it out fast.
Well, we've planted about 200 acres today, getting along okay. I had to lift up my trash wheels. Just throwing too much wet dirt and spots into those spoked wheels and causing problems. So I'm getting along better. We just got them up out of the way. Here on the Henderson farm. Got good spots, got wet spots. So getting 99% of it. Had to go around a couple little spots. 2 more days, it'd be good shape. But, don't know how many days you got before it's gonna rain again. A lot of times it gets late, you start pushing it, and then you start missing the rains. So we'll see how it turns out this time. I'm gonna get done here today, and then maybe move on up north, get the other 2 fields to the north, check them out directly. Garrett got them sprayed a while ago. So if I get them planted, then all I'd like to the north is Flat Rock area. Kind of lowering the chance of rain, but they're kind of upping it for Tuesday night. I have upped my rate some because it's planting dates later. It was 125,000, now I'm planting 135. Just because it's later and they don't have as much time, they get a little bit closer together to get a little more height.
Well, it's far from ideal, but hey, it's not terrible. Yeah, I got the planter empty, so time to go get my tender with the bike. I just seen Dad right by not too long ago getting his. Loading up! More 1136 and 1222 Pioneer. Filled up. truck's back in the shed. And away we go. Garrett's here spraying. Eli and Jay working ground at Flat Rock. If I can get there tonight. And David is side dressing nitrogen around home. So productive day, good drying day. It's getting drier, that's for sure. Oh, I missed it. I got 25 for just a second. Garrett spraying some posts on the corn, killing weeds. It's up. Some residual, keep getting more coming. Just been a little bit of everything today. About got stuck once in a spot where there's water held up. There's a wash came down, got out, starting to wander, and then other spots I'm kicking up dust. So tomorrow would have been the perfect day to start. Onward ho. Got a small problem. One of my clean sweep air cylinders for my trash wheels got a pinhole in it, so I can't get enough pressure on all of them. So I don't have any cats or anything. Did have vice grips. Got this one plugged up and on manual. Also got my Delta 4 cylinders leaking there. Oil, but I should be able to go as long as the vice grips stay on there. Well, my fixes, the vice grips has held for a little bit, but I'm out of seed. Gonna run out and get my seed tender again. Probably just leave it here in the field this time.
There's Denny planting beans over there. This is up north of Robinson, getting close to Hudsonville. See the sun's going down in the west. Maybe a little low on hydraulic oil and he's headed this way. So we're gonna top him off. Reese has got an airline leaking. Gonna stop and see if we can stop the leak. Be nice if we could get a few days without rain. But don't look like that's gonna happen. Putting the beans in the ground.
Well, it's still May 11th, 11:30 at night. Got Henderson's done, Boone's. Got Jody Lane's done. Now I'm gonna move to Kings. I'll be done up in Crawford County except for Flat Rock. Then probably take me at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I want to get it done because it's maybe gonna rain tomorrow. I want to take that chance. Had a lot of little problems today. I had an oil leak. Had one of the high-speed belt drives quit. I think the motor got burned up because it got a rock caught in the seat boot at the bottom for a little bit and stopped that belt, and I guess something happened to the motor anyway. Got that. And of course, with the oil leak, I had to get oil. George brought me up oil and got that put in. Jane brought me some food, and I got Jody Lynn done. Now I'm getting ready to move on to the next field for today.
Got done the Robinson area. I've been, I don't know, hour and a half here just doing 13 acres. Had 3 different rows. Must have found mud somewhere today. I don't know how I could have done that. But anyways, it got in between the openers, the disc openers that cuts the slot open before the seed gets in there and they wouldn't not turn. So I take them apart, get the mud or get the dirt unstuck out of them, and then I'm gonna echo dad's slots. These scrapers, I took them off because they were just too hard to get back on. Didn't want to mess with them. But they got the inside ones now too, not just the outside ones. So still want to mess with it. A little harder now with those inside ones. Still rolling though. About midnight. Dad's going too. I think he's gonna do another 100-acre field, I believe. I got 110 left here. I'm gonna at least do this. See how I'm feeling after that. 250-acre field at Flat Rock. We need most of it. Some of it was too wet, they said. I don't know, probably 30 acres of it. I don't know whether I'd go do it or not. I might. I don't know. Be close on having enough seed too. I only brought up 1 box, should have brought up 2. I got another one doing the same thing. You can see it's pushing up just a little bit there. Too much of a trench. It was fine and the other stuff. Getting this phone died, which was my light. and this loose stuff that just won't turn. So take the wheel off, take the blade off, then clean between. Last pass for this field. I'm gonna get this done, then I'm gonna head down the flat rock and park it. The rain chances getting a little less. They moved the start time back from 8 in the morning to 10 in the morning, so I'm gonna just park it because it is a big area. It's like 260 acres, but it's got different waterways, stuff playing different directions, a few ditches ran through it. Just be a whole lot easier in daylight. So might go home, I don't know, get there about 4, maybe sleep for an hour and come back. I'm a little scared playing in the morning with the rain coming. The last go around planting, which will be 2 weeks tomorrow. The stuff the day before rain looks pretty good. The stuff day of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do some replanting there or not. I think there's still something coming. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Anyways, over 500 acres done, which is pretty good. Had those little troubles, took some time. Well, digging those rows out actually took a little longer than I thought it was going to. And then just kind of dunking around this morning while I was waiting for it to dry off. It's definitely a lot drier than it was earlier. This here's got worked twice. Like Jay and Eli, they worked this field, they went to the flat rock, worked it, then they came back, worked this again, then they went back to flat rock, worked that again, what they could have. It was like 20 acres or 30 acres they couldn't do down there, it was too wet. And worked them at different angles. This stuff was pretty weedy, so get the weeds out. It helps if it sits a little bit in between working. So we got several hours in between and hit it at a different angle. All right, this field's done. 120.7 up to, well, over 2,300 acres planted now. 3:30, just got back to the home farm in the seed shed. Dad was right behind me on the way back. He just went home. I think I'm gonna take that, I was gonna be close on seed, I might have made it. I'm gonna take the box I got full on there, that's 50 units, I'm gonna put on 240, so I'll have 80 instead of 50. That way I'll be sure to do it. And I go somewhere else. I won't have much left to plant out in case I want to change varieties. I'll just be able to plant it out instead of empty it and all that fun stuff. So switch out some boxes, and then I think I'm gonna just sleep in the truck because I know if I go home and take a shower, probably take a little bit to go sleep, and then I won't want to get up in the morning. Sleep in the truck. I'll get up and get going. Might as well keep planting. Hopefully I don't get burned like last time planting in the morning it's gonna rain, but never know. I keep dropping the chances, maybe it won't rain, which will make tomorrow interesting. Well, it's daylight and it's sprinkling. There's some more rain on the radar, so guess I'll unhook this and go to bed. Yeah, Superior Ag spreading fertilizer on the neighbors. David's down on the prairie, nitrating corn. We could be planting around here, but our tractors are up in Crawford County right now. Dad might be able to go later today. I might be able to go tomorrow because it just sprinkled a little bit, maybe a tenth. Of course, it was already wet. So if we don't get much rain, we'll be back rolling tomorrow. So we're not gonna move just for that. And while I'll wait for that, we're in the seed shed, me and Dad. We are treating some 2.8s that we're gonna use for some replant, where he plants some 3.2s, so an earlier variety, so they get ready halfway same time. So take them out of the box they're in, treat them into this box, then pour them into the box where they'll stay, and switch the tag around so we know what's in there. Well, I think we're going to try it in the morning. Sun's out. Maybe we actually missed the rain chance. This is the beginning of the drought, maybe. Go down, check out what what David's doing. There goes the tanker. Running blended nitrogen, sulfur, boron, and zinc. David in the applicator. He's rolling. Not hard to tell where he's been. Take that and inject, put it just right in the dirt, in between the rows. We use 25 knives to 23 knives. Some people use 23, and this last one would just have a rate and a half on it, which would work for 2 rows to, you know, being right between them. But we do 25, and see, he hits this spot twice. It just puts a half rate on it, so it ends up equaling out. One time we ran some tests, just put on just enough, and we could tell that outside row was short everyone, so we did that. We'll also do this because of wide drops. We did tests for that also. Found a better yield response with this. Had a neighbor that put on the wide drops with a Hagee later when we did this. Yeah, I know a lot of guys do those, but this is what we do. To each their own. I had trouble getting the drone going. Hopefully I can get it going here in a minute. I don't know. 180 trouble code something. We also have trouble with anhydrous sealing in this soil. It'll kind of leach out a little bit. It's one benefit, and it hasn't been on for a month. It's been getting put on right now, and the corn will be using it as soon as the roots grow over to it, which won't be long. That outside knife with just a half rate on it, come right back in the same one. Away he goes. I added a flag this year. Looks good. Dad's out there filling up with seed. David's getting ready to take the tanker down to Allendale, get filled up. I just got hooked up to my seed tender. I'm gonna head up to Flat Rock. It did rain 2 tenths around home last night. Up at Flat Rock, we don't think it rained last night. Hopefully it didn't. All right, good news is Flat Rock is dry. Looks a little wetter at Robson. They're done spraying in Crawford County, so Garrett's getting the spray trailer moved back. And Jay, I'm behind him right now in the Hagee. Dad's in front of him, bean planter, moving that to Flat Rock to plant that. All right, get ready to get started. Case already been here this morning. Got my cylinder replaced, and I also had a Delta Force. It was leaking oil out the seal, so them replaced too. Ready to get started. Looks dry here. Yeah, get this done, and hopefully by the time get this done, it's 260 acres here. Maybe it'll be dry enough at home. Little rough, little rough. This was worked twice, but it was really weedy. Garrett was able to spray it yesterday, so they should die. It's just quite a few clods. Used my trash wheel, son, tried to knock them out of the way. Going a little slower, only going 8. David called from down home. The spot I thought I might be able to get to, it's wet. Of course, 2 tenths of rain will do that, so. Hope it may be dry by the time I get there, but it's not sound like it. But get this done, get moved. Crawford County would be done unless I got to come back and do some replant that we had on before that big rain. So just gonna have to work for it this spring. Stop, filling up the fuel. Know anything? You know that 380s don't have big enough fuel tank. I got out of that field over there. That was the roughest. I had to go down to 7 miles an hour or something. All this, so I'm able to go 9 to 10, so get a lot more done. don't think Dad's got a whole lot left. He'll be done up here. I got quite our 100 acres yet. It's really drying out, looking good. Seed, he definitely in the moisture. About 1 3/4 inches. I was playing 1.5 inches the other day. I got a little scared because it's so rough. I didn't want any to be shallower than 1.5 inches. So 1 3/4 inches. Looking good. Been a nice day up here. Whether the sun ever came out at home or not. Be nice to get a couple day run, get something done. Good shape here. 100% ground contact, singulation, 11 mile an hour. Definitely different soil type. Good stuff. Few drops on the windshield. Tell it's raining right there. I think it's moving mostly north, so I'm hoping it just scoots right around. Get going. Don't come. Well, more sprinkles. I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. Dad's done at least. Don't like a whole lot. 40 acres maybe, a little less. Well, I think I'm rained out. Get the end here, I'll quit. Hopefully I make it to the end. Never good when you gotta use the windshield wipers. Yeah, hopefully it stops. I'll just stop for a little bit. We'll see.
Well, I got done in Crawford County, got done in Rollings, go around another bridge where they're repairing up the road there, waiting on traffic to get by. I lucked out, I got done right before it rained, but I don't think it rained on the field I was on, but it rained on the field Reese is in, so he had to stop. I don't know if he's going to get to finish it. He likes about 40 acres in Crawford County. I couldn't save him. I had to go. Got mine done and left him behind.
Well, so much for getting that done today or tomorrow or who knows when. It's wet. Wet. I was gonna wait to rock to the truck when it got done raining, but I don't know if it's gonna stop.
It's not the best time of the day to go, but it's not the worst. 5 o'clock. People are going home and going to work, or maybe they're already transferred. They're not too often many on Route 1. Sort of something you learn to live with, moving. Worst thing's all the bridges are always working on. I don't think we've went straight from home to Robinson for probably 8 years. Always a bridge out. Always amazes me bringing stuff home on the road. You get some idiot behind you that won't pass you. You gave him a whole lane and he can't pass. So when he won't pass, that messes up everybody else. Thinks he's being cautious and he's really creating a bad situation. Behind the farm implement on the road, if it gives you a lane, passing, it's only going 19, 25, maybe 30 if it's a high-speed thing. You can't pass, or not be on the road. It just gets aggravating sometimes. And you get a few people the other way, pass you too when there's somebody coming, but not very many. Most of them people that hangs up just can't quite get around.
There's Dad and his dusty planter. Spraying the field. Dry down here. Didn't take very far south. It didn't rain.
Got a couple of planters going, but Reese just got rained out. And so he's coming in. Denny's still going with the beans. And for some reason, we're having a problem with this Jeep getting it in second gear since we changed the clutch. And I think it's got to be the shifter. I just got to figure out why. I don't know exactly how that works, but I got to figure it out because it don't work very good that way. I don't know what we missed putting it together. It looks pretty simple, but had to do something wrong. So working on that. I'm sure it's got shifting forks in it, but they're way deeper than the top shows. So we'll see what we find.
George gave me a ride back up here to get my tractor. I'm gonna feel silly if I get home and it rains, but it's gonna be a couple days. I mean, there's water. There's even water over the blacktop over there. I hadn't seen that before because of course I'm not up here all the time. So he's standing over in that field. Well, I'm also gonna feel silly, well, a little silly, having to come up here for probably 30 acres, but I don't want to leave the tractor set a couple of days, especially the way as late as it is. Hopefully get home and do something. Well, made it back. Clear skies. Super dry. This is the field I planted earlier at the, well, first planting. See, Dave has been here and nitrated it. I quit planting right here because the ditch gets out real bad. Time to plant it. Got this field and another one like it I can do. I don't even know how many acres, 40 maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna do that tonight, quit, and then see where I can go tomorrow. I am gonna put it in another 1/4 inch. This stuff definitely dries out. So 2 inches, back to what I normally plant. Haven't planted that deep for a little while. Each little notch is 1/4 inch. Actually, we call it a 1/2 notch. Full one's a 1/2 inch, but that's probably confusing, but makes sense to me. Got 2 fields done by the ditches that I left earlier. 43.6 acres. Folding up and heading in, and then in the morning go look around and see where I can go. Loading Dad's trailer up for him. These are the beans we planted earlier, the replant beans. Planting out what was in his planter, then he's gonna go do that. I'll do this for him because I don't really have anywhere I can plant till noon. There's some no-till on sand. A little wet, I think I'll do it after lunch, maybe, hopefully. Then after that, I'm gonna have to wait for him to get working ground. So they're out doing that right now. Nowhere excessively dry, just stuff that's probably dry enough. It's supposed to rain again Friday, so definitely dry here in Flat Rock though. So we'll get his beans loaded up for him. In the meantime, I also got a few replant spots I think I can do. They're not very big, won't take very long. Dad playing, I was playing on top of the hill as you seen. Got the drone working today. I had no idea why it works some days and no, it don't. Others, I don't know. Stupid thing. Then he's gonna go do his replant, different places. We did a lot of scouting this morning. I'm gonna do my little replant here. Just a hole here. Less, I don't know, might be an acre. After I get that done, found one field that's dry. After I get it done, I got 2 more fields that are dry. They'll take me about all day. Jay's working just a little bit north here on some clay. Do it tomorrow. It's probably gonna rain Friday, so we will get something done. Didn't really know where I was gonna go, but I'm glad I found that 80 to do after this, because I think the rest will be dry. Then after today, that'll be dry. So yeah, I think we'll be able to keep going after this. Kind of been waiting around this morning doing different things. Well, that's done. It's not a very big hole, but at least it'll look better. 1/2 acre. It's not bad for replant totals. Some tells me it's gonna be more up north. We'll see though. Maybe I'll be wrong. I'd rather be wrong. Well, we got problems. Got a parallel arm. I don't know if it broke first or a bolt came out and it broke first. Not real sure, but it definitely broke now. Case is on their way, H&R. I broke up bolt in there. This is snapped right there. Need a new one of these pieces. Can't tell if my lift cylinder's been or not. Kind of looks like it is. Yeah, so definitely need that out. Need a new one of these. May need one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna set it down and start taking it apart. Garrett's here. It smells like spray. Yeah. Heavy third. I did go around the corner here. He's across a couple of washes. I don't know when it happened. I did notice earlier when I was going around the ends here, they kind of looked funny, but I was on the edge of a ditch. I thought maybe that was it. No, it's broke. There's one bolt missing. I'm just wondering if that came out. That makes sense. So this is my outside row, and it's usually on my outside when I go around, so it's got the most strain on it. So it could have broke first, but then I don't think the bolt would have disappeared. It's like this bolt's not out here anymore, but it's broke. Well, we're all apart. Got this bent cylinder off, broken piece off. Just need a couple bolts and bushings. The only thing I don't have off that needs off, which I don't have the stuff to do it, is that broken bolt's gonna need some easy outs or something to get that off. And I don't know if that's gonna need rethread or not. So, and you know, need like a bushing right there. That's gone. So, waiting. All right, Cole from H&R helped, or he did most of it. Got her on over there. Now we'll go back and run. I pulled up, switched sides of the field because there's a hole right out there that never dries up, and I want to do that in the daylight because I don't want to bury this thing.
Well, I've been running around all day today, or all afternoon, since about 10, I think. Replanting spots of the earlier beans we planted. I think I planted 102, so I'm going to have about 140 or 50. Oops, got that way close. I thought I had it the other way. Didn't want to see me that close, did you? Okay, now we're folding up. As I started to say, I've been running around doing a replant of the stuff planted early there in April. Going to be about 140, 50 acres out of, what was it, 1,600 or so. So not bad, but it's a real pain hitting just places. And then some of these fields, I don't know if I'm doing too much or not enough. Early beans don't have to be very thick, so I don't want to do too much. So not early now, where it's none, it's going to be fine, but I don't know. It's hard to do. Sometimes you just wish you just did the whole field, make it so much easier. Just figuring out what to do and all that's some of the hardest, running around, folding up, and unfolding. Going on to the last place, unless we have to do something at Robson I don't know about yet. Don't know about that place. They just planted and then come big old rain up there, so I don't know if there's going to be enough of them or not. But going to my house, that'll be the last of them down here to replant, at least for now.
Good start today. It's time is it? Not 10 yet. Got over 100 acres done, so want some sand. We're no-tilling it. Keep a little moisture in it. Usually the plant's good. Dad switched over to some seed beans. He's down by Allendale. Garrett, I think, just got done spraying his last load. It's gonna be too windy. David's still nitrating. Jay and Jarrett are working ground in front of me, which they're ways in front of me. They're out on some clay that's north of the farm, that's west of here. This is sandy. You get west of here, it turns to clay, so they're working that up. They got a good lead on me, so I'll be able to keep going until I quit. It's like another good chance of rain tomorrow.
Well, I got my replanting done today, or yesterday, I'm sorry. Glad to have that done, because I hate that job like everybody else does. Today I'm planting a few Pioneer seed bean production. I'm down here on Chivy Hill at Allendale, some of the Smith's ground. I think I mentioned before why they call it Chivy Hill, because up here on this big old hill is where people used to come parking in my brother's day, a long time ago, in them Chevy cars, so they called it Chivy Hill. This ground of ours here was fall sprayed, and then just worked one pass, really in good shape. I want to show you the neighbors here. They're big on cover crops. They got this, I think it's called red top clover, I believe. They're going no-till in for corn. Boy, it's sure is beautiful stuff. Put some nitrogen in the ground. I think it might be a little hard to plant into, but they did it last year. I know had a stand. Very healthy looking. Not to kind of watch. I think they're going to be surely, I don't know when they'll kill this, right before they plant it or what. If I was going to do any cover crop, I think before corn, this is what I'd use. I like this a whole lot better than looks of rye. At least it's putting something in the soil. Rye'd be good for beans, I guess. We've done a little of that. Sure like this field though, it's pretty. I guess that clover looking at, it's called crimson clover, not red top, crimson. Prettiest clover I ever saw.
We are over halfway. We're over 3,000 acres planted. Got a little less than 6,000 to do, so good milestone. Halfway. Over halfway.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about some of the problems I'm encountering with my planter. The way I got it set up. I'll let you watch the planter instead of me. Anyway, I got these spoke wheels. Okay, I had the inside and outside scrapers, which didn't work because that spoke wheel threw the cup up there, carried it up there, and knocked that inside scraper off, and bind it up, so I took them off. Okay, I never had trouble really in our ground with the blades plugging up between them, except when they get wore too bad and they're not close enough together. Or you do something like turn too close or back up or something like that. Alright, so I took those scrapers off. But those spoke wheels, I feel like, are still carrying, even when I'm not hardly using the trash wheels, sometimes don't use them at all. Now I barely got them on the ground, got them on lift, like 50 pounds. I had them full up. But anyway, I think it's carrying them spokes or letting stuff go in there, and then it carries it up to the top sometimes, and it's jamming it in that unit from the top. That's my feelings. And it gets that between the blades at the top is full of cobs and stuff down in there. All right, and then that makes that blade after a while turn a little too hard, and then it plugs up from the bottom, and everybody knows what a mess. You gotta push and scrape with screwdrivers and stuff, or take the blade off. Sometimes it's just the easiest to unplug it. So I'm feeling like in corn stalks and stuff, 15-inch rows, that the spoke wheels, in my opinion, is not a good idea. Bean stubble would be no problem, I don't think. I know Reese ain't had no problem like I have. He's not been any corn on corn. It's always corn on soybeans. Trying to think if we got any this year. I'd like to see what it did on it, but I don't think we do. We always rotate. Except where we can't plant corn, like between runways, we always plant beans. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I wonder if anybody else had anything about that.
Well, you see this spot? There's a bunch of little pieces of wood you may or may not be able to see, but That's where the woods was that we took out. I don't know if we can see on the screen or not. Barely tell it was there. So I hope I don't find one of those holes that I buried all over the place.
Well, the good news is the camera's still there. Probably so dusty couldn't see anything. I don't know. The last 500 feet I had my trash wheels down part way before I just had them up. And I should have did that in no-till stalks, but I didn't think about it at the time. See how we end up with it.
Well, that'll do it for another day. Getting quite a bit done now. Close to 300 acres. Looks like it'll rain tomorrow. Might get a run a little bit before it starts, maybe. We'll see.
Afternoon and evening across portions of central and southeast Illinois. All severe weather hazards, including large hail exceeding 2 inches in diameter, thunderstorm wind gusts exceeding.
Well, this got
67 degrees.
Filled the tractor up with fuel. The seed tender's in the seed shed. Got it all filled up, ready to go. I'm gonna head down to Allendale on Fred's ground. I know there's at least one good sized field I can do down there. I don't know if I can do anything else or not. It's not like it's gonna get severe weather later today anyway, so hopefully the big spinny things stay away. And hail. Well, you know what? It ain't the rain. It can just all stay away. We'll see. It's the south right now. I think it's working this way. We'll do what we can do. Had a nice little run this time, at least this week. Quite a bit done. Just need another one of these, or another one of these and a half, or 2. 2 weeks. 2 weeks would be good. Another 2 weeks dry weather would be great. Boy, this worked out great. Well, 11 now. Maybe I'll go this fast for a little while. Looking good. Looking good. Just got done with this field. I should have got out and showed you. Planted this a new direction. This is one of Fred's fields. I put in some new terraces here. Fred did it. His son Jared, who's got a excavating business. Looks good. Hold the washes a little bit more that way. Now I'm gonna fold up and head to a new piece. Kevin Loveland retired, so we're able to pick up his ground a little bit more that he farmed. So we'll get started on that. Something new. And we had some rain just to the south, but this looks like it's really storming down in Kentucky. Big chance here is until like 5 o'clock or something. Maybe you'll miss it. Okay, got 2 fields done, total of 44 acres. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't kick the camera on. Now, that was South Allendale. Now I'm heading west of Allendale to an 80. There was another 120 acres, pretty close to there. But it's kind of divided up in 3 fields. It was work kind of wet. Probably can't go very fast. Afraid it's supposed to start raining at 4, and then at 5 there's like only 100% chance. So I'm gonna go out here to do an 80 that's kind of all squared up. I think it might be a little faster going. See if I can get that done before it rains. Get that done, I'll probably call it quits. I'm not promising nothing though. Well, that was a nice field, a nice rectangled 80-acre field. It's a very good plan to quit after this. It's probably the right move. But there's also 24 acres just right there. Maybe I've got Weather Channel app is worthless. At least the forecast on the rain. It changes minute by minute, seems like. But it keeps dropping. It went from 100% to 70%. It went from 100% for 3 hours to like 70% for 1 hour. Or 60, something like that. This is usually where things go bad, but I'm going over there. I'm just gonna look at it. It's a hurt to look at it. Well, you guessed, I got over and looked at it, and that field just said plant me, so I'm planting it. Plus, when I was trying to make my mind up in that other field, there was an eagle that swooped right down in front of me. and it flew real low for a while, heading south, which was towards this field, and north would have been home. So I just took that as a sign. Crazy? Maybe. Crazy like a fox.
Working on a planter unit. As is every year, sometimes there's some hiccups. We got one all bent up.
What is it? This says war from this.
H&R's here to help get it together. Won't be too long, we'll be going again.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you run into a tree.
Yeah, somebody planted a tree in the field and it popped up like a mushroom.
Yep.
So.
What do you want to do first here?
And I hear some thunder.
Well,
That's not a good sound. So that's what's going on right now. David's nitrating. I think we got 2 guys doing tillage work, as far as I know. Garrett was spraying. I think he's probably quit now because the rain's getting close. Reese still planting corn. So still going pretty good. We'll have this back before you know it, and that'll be back in the field too.
Well, another field done. Garrett's gonna come get me. I'm gonna go get my truck because it's a ways away now. But I am able to do the next one. I'm gonna need fuel and seed to finish it. So he's gonna come get me. I'm gonna meet him at that field. It's 120 acres, so I'm gonna wait, make sure it doesn't rain before I start on that one. And then if it doesn't, get started on that. Well, I'll get it moved over, get it filled up with fuel, and then see what happens. Well, got my truck here. There's some storms around. There's like, got a picture from somebody at Robinson. There was hail like this big. To the south, looks like there's some. Right here, clear skies though, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and keep planting until I can't. Got my new cylinder on. Jay brought that, so that's good. Yeah, get back after it. Well, guess what? You know when my parallel arms broke, I thought maybe a bolt came out. Turns out I was right, because I caught this one, got out to look at something, thought it looked a little wobber-jawed. It's missing. I think that's what happened there. They ended up snapping and breaking everything. And I found one other somewhere. Where was it? Right here. It's loose. Loose. Yeah. At least found it before it broke something else. Well, they're gonna run that down here. Let the camera in the tractor again. I'm bad about that today. This whole week, really. You know, I came down, brought a bolt, a bushing, and a torque wrench. Made sure to get it tight enough. Forgot to tell him to grab Loctite though. Hopefully it makes it through today and do that tomorrow. Okay, another field done, another day done. Finish it by filling up my little 100-gallon fuel tank there, because this thing doesn't have much fuel, or not very big fuel tank. Yeah, this has been a good week, successful week. Didn't rain today. I don't think there's any chance this weekend. Next chance might be Monday, and I might be done with Illinois by then. Don't know about Flat Rock. I gotta get the rest. Besides that though, and I might even be able to run up there and get that. I don't know. I have to have somebody check that out. But yeah, I've got 3,690 acres done. The total coming up here in a second will reflect tomorrow, so it's more up to date. But that's it for this week. See ya.